I didn't let my boyfriend read his speech at my father's funeral. My dad passed away 3 months ago after a long battle with heart disease. It wasn't sudden, but nothing really prepares you for losing a parent. I was devastated and took on most of the funeral planning because my mom was barely functioning. My boyfriend Aaron tried to be supportive, driving me to appointments, helping organize food, doing the things no one notices but everyone needs. A few days before the service, Aaron said he wanted to say a few words at the funeral. "Your dad and I got close," he said. "I just want to honor him." I hesitated. My dad had liked Aaron, but their relationship was complicated. My dad had been very protective of me, skeptical of anyone I dated. He came around eventually, but they were never exactly best friends. I thanked Aaron, but told him maybe it was better to keep it to family and lifelong friends. He looked hurt, but didn't argue. 2 nights before the funeral, though, I walked into our living room and found Aaron at his laptop, rehearsing a speech. He didn't see me standing there as he read aloud. When I first met Mr. Carter, he told me I wasn't good enough for his daughter. He was right, but I spent every day since trying to prove him wrong. My stomach tightened. It wasn't a eulogy, it was about him, about how he grew as a person. He learned humility. He found strength through my dad's judgment. It felt self-centered and tone-deaf, like a TED Talk wrapped in grief. I told him gently that maybe this wasn't the time for personal reflection. "It's not about you," I said. He frowned. "I just want people to know what kind of man he was." "Then talk about him," I said. "Not what he taught you about yourself." We argued quietly until midnight. Aaron finally said, "You're just embarrassed that your dad never fully liked me." I didn't respond. The morning of the funeral, Aaron got dressed in his best suit and tucked a folded piece of paper into his pocket. I assumed he was ignoring me and planned to speak anyway. I felt this heavy knot of anxiety in my chest. When the service started, the pastor asked if anyone wanted to share memories. Aaron started to stand, but before he could, I squeezed his arm and whispered, "Please don't." He froze, sat back down, and stayed silent. Afterward, during the reception, several of my dad's friends spoke. Funny, emotional, imperfect stories that captured who he really was. Aaron stood off to the side, tense and withdrawn. On the drive home, he didn't speak to me. That night, he finally said, "You humiliated me. Everyone else got to speak except me." I told him it wasn't about humiliation. It was about protecting the moment. "You didn't know my dad like they did," I said quietly. "You knew your version of him." Aaron stormed out and didn't come back for 2 days. When he finally returned, he apologized and handed me the folded paper. "You should read it," he said. I did. It wasn't terrible, just misplaced. It talked about how my dad's disapproval had pushed him to become a better partner, a better man. There was love in it, but also ego. It wasn't something my dad would have wanted read over his casket. Aaron admitted later he'd been trying to prove something, not to my father, but to me, that he deserved a place in my family's story. We're okay now, but something changed that day. I learned that love doesn't always mean sharing the same grief or expressing it the same way. And he learned that sometimes the kindest thing you can do for someone you love is to let their silence speak louder than your words.